welcome back to my channel. This is Christy and you are joining me for the Chic for Cheap DIY challenge for September. I'm so excited that you stopped in to check out what was going on over here. This month my co-host is Lianep from DIY Beauty on Purpose. Make sure after you watch my video that you go over and you check out her channel because she makes awesome DIYs that I know that you guys would love to see. So thank you, Lianep, for being my co-host this month. I really appreciate it. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up before you leave if you like what I've created today, and also let me know which one was your favorite. Okay, so we're going to take some of these sports discs, and these are from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take them out of the package, and then I'm going to start cutting little tiny triangles all around the rim of the whole edge. And I tried using this wood burning tool because I thought it might be quicker, and that was a big no-go. So I wouldn't suggest using that unless you're really good with it. I've never used it before and it did not work out like I thought it would. So I just went back in with the scissors and, like I said, go around the complete edge. And then now I'm going to take this little it's like a candle holder from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take my Total Tech glue, which you guys know I love, especially when I'm using anything glass, and we're going to put it partially around the rim, and then I'm also going to add in some hot glue just to kind of give it that quick hold while the other glue is drying. I'm just going to kind of make sure it's all even. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to take hot glue and make little lines all the way around, because this piece that we're trying to recreate, it has a ton of texture and bumps, and it's supposed to look like, I guess, really old like ceramic. So you want it to have all these little divots, and like nothing needs to be even or straight. It's going to be wiggly and have bumps everywhere. I hope that makes sense. And then I did the same thing on the top. I put more of the little ridges everywhere. Then I'm going to take my caulk from the Dollar Tree. I tried the spackle as well and it just didn't work like the caulk did, so I would go for the caulk if you're going to recreate this. And I just took some, squirted it on my finger, and I just rub it all over the entire piece. Make sure that you're rubbing it on there, but then you're also kind of going back and like spouncing your fingers all over it, because like I said, you're wanting those divots. You're not wanting any flat, pretty surface. Like you want lots of texture, lots of little holes and craters, and that way when you go back to paint it, it's gonna, you know, get paint stuck in those certain little areas and give it that aged look. I'm also going to create a larger one because I didn't know which size I would like better. So I'm taking these bowls that I found at Walmart. They were 50 cents a piece, so you get two for $1. And they were like a plastic material. So I'm going back with my wood burning tool and cutting out the bottom so that I can actually use this as a vase if I want to later, and cut out the whole bottom. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing that I did on that other. I'm going to take my Total Tech glue and some hot glue, glue on the top, and then I'm going to glue the two bowls together. And I'm making sure to put lots of extra glue around the inside there where you won't see it. That way it sticks really, really well. And then I'm going back with some more hot glue around that outside edge, just so you've got a little bit more texture in there. And like I said, hot glue is your friend on this, because the hot glue, you can get really messy with it and create all of those little divots and holes and bumps, and so hopefully that makes sense. And then now I'm going to go back, since I didn't cut it beforehand, and I'm going to cut the little ridges all around like I did on the other one. And then same thing on this one. I'm going in with the hot glue. On this one, I actually wish I would have done a lot more hot glue. Like literally went crazy with it and just put it all over the whole piece. If I had it to redo, I would do that. But I didn't. So I didn't end up liking this one as well as I liked the smaller one. And then I'm going to go back and do the same thing. Take my caulk from the Dollar Tree and rub it all over. And like I said, the more bumps, the more divots, everything, the better, because that's going to make it look older and more worn and very vintage, which is what we're going for. Now once these dried, I took them outside and I used spray paint. I used terracotta, I used a khaki color, I used some of that stone spray paint, and I literally just kind of did little spots of spray paint all over because I want lots of different colors. And then I'm taking fawn and ivory chalk paint, and I'm taking a chippy brush that has some real stiff bristles, and I'm going to go in and mix the ivory and the fawn. I wanted a little bit more ivory than the fawn, and this way it's got lots of colors, lots of textures. Like I said, you're just layering in all of that age. You're wanting it to look really old. And the piece that we are recreating, I found on the Anthropology website, and it is $275, and the piece size is only 6 inches by 6 inches, so it is not large at all. And I created mine for about $3, depending on if you have the paint or not. But let me know what you guys think. How close did I get? So here's what mine ended up looking like, and then I'm gonna pop in a picture of what the piece was that I was going for that look, and then here's my piece again. I mean, it doesn't look identical, but guys, for $275 compared to $3, I think I can handle a little bit of difference. What do you think? Okay, now we're going to take this sign from the Dollar Tree, and it's just a square sign, and then we're making a picture. So I'm going to frame the picture with some of these little, I think it's like 3/4 inch square wood dowels. So I'm cutting those down to size so that I'll be able to go ahead and stain them, and then I can be Mod Podging after the fact. So here I'm going to take some of my antiquing wax, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of water and just use that as a stain. You don't have to mix it with water. If you want a darker color, you can go just straight in with the wax. I do go back and make it just a little bit darker once it kind of dries. But then we're going to let those dry as we're working on the other part of our piece. We're going for this cow picture, and it ends up being so cute, guys. And I make it from a calendar that I found at the Dollar Tree. It was a Farmhouse animals calendar, which normally I wouldn't have picked something like that up, but I thought, this is so cute, and I remembered seeing that cow picture on the Kirklands website, so I thought, I'm going to recreate this. So here I'm just cutting out from my calendar the picture of the cow, and there are lots of other farm animals in here. If cows aren't your thing and you like pigs, which I think I'm actually going to redo the pig sign as well. And here I'm just kind of trying to center it up, and then I bend the edges over and cut off what overlaps. It takes off a little bit of his ears, but hey, that's okay. No one's judging, right? And then I'm going to take just a regular glue stick and glue it down. I had seen this in other videos, and I actually wish I would have just used Mod Podge instead. I had seen that Mod Podge has more wrinkles, but my glue stick thing ended up having wrinkles anyway, so either way, whichever you've got, either way will work. And we're going to get it stuck down, and then I'm going to kind of set it to the side and let it dry. Then I'm going to come back in with my Mod Podge, and this is the glossy version, and I'm going to cover the entire thing, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to go back in with a second coat. And on the second coat, I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of making like X's with my Mod Podge, and this in the end gives it a hand painted look. It looks like it has actually been painted by hand. It gives the look of brush strokes, and I hope that makes sense, and I hope you can kind of see it when we get done and show the very end here for you. And now I'm going to go in, and I'm using my Total Tech glue and some hot glue. Don't do that. I did that and let it dry completely, and all of those boards came off. So then what I did is I went back in with E6000 and clamped it on and let it sit, and that worked perfectly. So don't use the Total Tech and the hot glue. Use some E6000 and it works amazing. And then here I'm going to pop in a picture of the Kirklands page that I found, and this picture was $59.99. I know the picture isn't exact, but you guys, it is so cute. And can you see the little brush strokes that I'm talking about? Like, it literally looks like it's a hand-painted piece, and you got it from a Dollar Tree calendar. Like, how cute and how easy. And it literally takes you maybe 30 minutes, and that even includes the drying time. So this isn't a hard DIY. It's super quick, super fun, and then you have a really cute piece for your home. Okay, now we're going to take our metallic gold spray paint, and this is one of those little cloche, I think is how you say it, from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the base, and then I'm going to take just a bunch of florals that I had. These were from Walmart. They're like a little thistle. I'm taking my X-Acto knife and poking a hole in the bottom just so my little thistle will stand up straight. It kind of gave it something to stick to, so I poke it through, and then I turn it over and put a little bit of hot glue in the bottom just so it like locks it on there. And I'm making sure that it's not too tall. And then I'm going to go in with these other florals there that are like just little dry florals. Some of them are from the Dollar Tree, some of them are from Hobby Lobby. Nothing was over $1 because I try to always find stuff on clearance. So, and I'm going to just kind of hot glue all of that down. And then I'm going to take some of the Spanish moss, that's also from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put hot glue down on the base of the cloche and stick the Spanish moss down. And then we are going to have a piece. This was another piece that I had found on the Anthropology website, and for the smallest one that they had, it was $36. So it's about the same size as the one from the Dollar Tree. And you guys know me, I am not about to give $36 for something I can make for $3. And this went together kind of like the last one. I mean, it did not take but maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and that even included my drying time. So, what do you guys think? It's hard to get a picture because of the glass on it, but I mean, how cute is that little thing? So let me know what you guys think down below. If you haven't, remember to hit the like button and subscribe, and hopefully you will join me next time. I wanted to remind you guys to go ahead and jot it down in your calendar now. October 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be our next upload. And our co-host is going to be Wendy from White Sparrow Living, so make sure you come back and join us.